Good morning to all. I am Balaganesh MV, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology, Ramco Institute of Technology, Rajapalayam. This semester I am handling the subject called Program Solving and Python Programming. The subject code is GE3151. Today I am going to take the topic called Handling Exception in the unit of fifth unit. In, in the fifth unit, files, models, and packages. In this fifth unit, I have taken the topic called today. I am going. We have to see the topic called errors and exception handling. Before we have to see the handling and exception, we have to know about the what is an error. The program that we write may behave abnormally or unexpectedly because of some error. There are two types of errors: syntax error, logic error. Syntax error violate the rules of the program, and logic error, the type of error which program execute, gives an incorrect result. The logic may be changed or something like that. What is an exception? An error that occurs on runtime is called exception. An exception is an event which occurs during the execution of a program that disrupt, disrupts the normal flow of the program execution. Types of exception: synchronous exception, another one is asynchronous exception. Synchronous exception is nothing but it's controlled by the program. For example, divide by zero, array out of bound. Divide by zero means program in the program we have to divide by a number which is four. For example, four divided by two. No issues. Same example, four divided by zero means it gives zero division error. In later we have to see some example. We will see some example. Asynchronous is caused by the hardware problem, which means the control of the program beyond the program, hardware malfunction or disk failure, like that. Some type of built-in exceptions. First one is zero division error, raised when the number is divided by zero. The number which is divided by zero is called an error. The error is called as zero division error. This is one kind of built-in exceptions. Key error, raised when a key is not found in the dictionary. In the dictionary structure, contains keys and values. If the key is not found, it is shows some error called key error. Type error. Two or more data type are mixed without the connection, which is called as, for example, in we have mentioned the type called int data type, but our input is from the another data type called string. In that scenario, it shows some error called type error. Index error. Rise when the index is not found in the sequence. Beyond the sequence, it shows an index error. Name error. Rise when an identifier is not found in local or global namespace. It's called name error. Local or global namespace, the name is not mentioned in the program, it throws an name error. Import error. Rise when an import statement is fail, which is called for example, we want to import some modules, some packages from our to our program from another directories or dictionary, sorry, directories or from other files. The import is not successfully completed, it's also called an import error, which is called an import error. See, so type error, as I already told, type error is an operation or function applied to two or more data type. Look at this type error. 10 is an integer, a is an another data type. So two or more mixed data type, it shows some type error. We can't add 10 plus a, but we can add 10 plus 10 or any same data type, integer plus integer. Here value error shows we have mentioned the int, but we have int in the string. It shows value. Exception, how we handle the exceptions. Exception can be handled by using try and exception block. What is try block do? What is exception block do? In the try block, before we get before we see the example, we have to know about the syntax. Try in the try statement, whatever it is, the program is executed successfully in the try block, executed in the try block. If the error shows in the try block, it will be catched by the exception, okay, except which is called the some exception name. We already see some examples in the built-in exception, zero division error, key error, index beyond, so many exceptions also. These are all built-in exceptions. If the try block is executed successfully, ex exception is have no work. If the try block have some not abnormally, it shows some error called exception will involve in the program. Some example, in the scenario, I have to divide two numbers. In this number, I have to get the integer because I have to divide by number. So we have to take as an input as a two input as an integer. If the program works as a if the program is working as a normally, means 4 divided by 2, we have some result which is quotient equal to 2.0. If the program works as an abnormally, it shows some error, 4 divided by 0, called zero division error. It throws some error. The error can be this error can be handled by the exception block. The error can be handled by the except block. Same program we have to using the try and except. If the program is executed normally, no issues. As I already told, the program is executed normally, no issues. Fourth divided by 2 is 2. No issues. Because the try block is executed successfully, no error is thrown. Now the 4 divided by 0 is, it shows some zero division error. But we have mentioned in the try except block, the exception name is handled by the zero division error. I give a correct input, whatever it is. I give a statement called give a correct input. Okay. For that scenario, 4 divided by 0, 4 divided by 0, I have to save. We have to save this 4, 0. Give a correct input. Look here, there is an error thrown in the try block. The error can be catched in the except block. The except block, the program is executed. Here, look at here, there is a no error shown. The error can be catched in the exception block. Whatever the statement given in the print statement, it will be shown. The try block is executed successfully. There is a no work in the except block. If the try block throws some errors, it will be catched in the except block. Whatever it is, it can be given in the exception block. Hope it will understand. Okay. How the exception can be handled? Exception is right. If the exception is not raised, as I already told, the try block is executed successfully. There is a program execute normal, no issues. If the try block is in the try, if the exception is raised in the try block, it go to the handler found, which means zero division error. If the handler is found successfully, the program is control is transferred to the handler. If not found, it will be the program is terminated. It will show some error message. These are the flow of the exception, handling an exception. Try statement flows. First, the try block statement between try and except. I mean, between try and the except is the keyword. It's the keyword. Try and except is the keyword. Is executed in a proper proper flow. Next, if the no exception occur, the except block is kept. As I already told, if the no exception occur, the except block is skipped. Try block only executed. If an exception occur during the execution of any statement in the try block, then the following it will be happen. Rest of the statement in the try blocks are skipped. The execution type matches the exception named after the except keyword. Then if the exception occur does not match the exception named in the block, the handled exception program is terminated. Which as I already told, this is so it's error message. The handled exception not handled properly, so it's also error message. Before getting to the topic, some of the some of the examples as I already shown, to input will be validated. The try block is executed normally, no issues. The try block is executed abnormally, some error throws, which is called a zero division error, it can be executed. Next one is multiple except block. The multiple except block, Python allows to have a multiple except block for a single try block. Multiple except block is a single try block. Look at this. Here, the before the example only one except block. Here, multiple except block, which means zero division error or value error. Zero division error is the number is not divisible by zero. In the value error is different type of data type. As already seen the value, different type of data type. We have to given a input as a integer, but here look at the here A B C D is a another data type. It is show some error. It will be handled by the value error. It is single it is called multiple exception block. Next one is multiple exceptions in a single block. Multiple exceptions in a single block. Look at here. The exception can be keyboard interrupt error, value error, type error. So many, all two or more. Two or more exception can be handled by a single block. It is called multiple exceptions in a single block. Look at the example. Enter. We have given in the program mentioned the program is a integer is the input. Here, look ABC as another data type. So some error throws. So some exception names are mentioned in here. Multiple exception names are mentioned in the except block. Whatever the error throws, it will catch and the print statement is the statement is working. Next one is except block without exceptions. You can also use the except statement without no exceptions. This kind of try except statement catches all the exceptions that occurs. It catches all the exceptions but does not make the program identify the root cause of the problem they may occur. We can't identify the root cause of the problem. Here's some example. If I have one text document called sample.txt. I want to read the file. Yes, I got read it. If the file is not read successfully, it shows multiple exceptions. It can be skipped, which can be skipped. It's called unaccepted error programming. Except block, which is not thrown, it's called in the except block. If the program is executed with no issues. Now abnormally working is it catches some error called multiple exception. Beyond these two, the IO error or value error, beyond some error not mentioned, it's called directly we have to give the some except unexpected error program. Look, IO error, value error are we mentioned in the exception name. If not, these two beyond these two errors, another one error, for example, type error. We have here we are not mentioning the type here. So what the program will do? Just we have to give the except, just give the statement. The program is directly working in the statement only. No need to give all the exceptions. This is called as exception block without except block without exceptions. Another, the else clause. The try except block can optionally have an else clause. It's an optional one. If the program is executed normal execution, no issues. If the program executed, try statement is executed successfully, read the sample.txt as a hello and print the text file called hello. Also executed the program terminated successfully. The program terminating successfully. This is an optional one. It is not a mandatory one. The program is executed the try block statement. It's a hello. The else is an optional one. The else is an optional one which is not mandatory. It's an optional one. Except block is, if the except block is not working, here try block is executed successfully, except block is no need to work, no need to execute it. If the try block is some issues or some error, except block is working, also the else class also working. It's an optional one. Next one, try finally class. Finally class is also optional block. Whatever given in the try block, it will be executed. Whatever it is, the error, the program shows some error, anything, whatever it is you given in the try block, it will be executed. Look at the example. Try block, I have read some sample.txt, I want to read the sample.txt, it will be, I want to read the file as a hello. Finally finally block also executed. As I already told, whatever it is given in the final block, it will be executed. The simple concept is whatever it is given in the final block, it will be executed. The the error shows anything. If the try block is not executed program, the try block is working as an abnormally, whatever it is, the finally within the finally block, it will be executed. Whatever it is given in the finally block, it will be executed. Next one is try except finally block. Try exception final. Before we what we have seen try and finally. Now what we are doing, try except finally. No, just slight change. Try, the program is up, executed normally in sense hello reached finally block, which means finally whatever is given in the final block, it will be executed. If the program then the try block is working abnormally, it shows some error called IO error. In the IO, after giving the IO error, the finally block also is. The difference is finally block is you blindly understand the concept. Finally, whatever given in the final block, it will be executed. If the program executed in the try block also finally executed, the program is not executed, the exception program is abnormally executed, go to the throw some error called exception error in the handled by the except block. After the except block executed, finally block also executed. That's the output will be given case 1 and case 2. Last one is raising an exception. You can raise an exception in several ways by using this raising statement. Exception is a type of exception and argument. The value of the exception and the argument. The argument is optional. If it is not supplied, the exception is none. If the final argument traceback is also the optional, and if present, if the traceback object is used for the exception. Example, if the in the try block we have given some input as a given satisfied condition. Beyond beyond the whatever it is the error, it will be show rise by the value error, which means as we already seen, the value error, it's an optional one. Argument is optional. If not supplied, exception argument is none. That's only the rise. The whatever error it shows, it is an optional one. For the example, one real time example, voter age validation. Voter age validation, the people who are greater than 18 eligible to vote. Here the input will be integer, n is greater than 18, print the age is valid, else there are exception, age must be 18. It's an optional one. If the error, it shows some error catch by the exception as a E, an error occur. Finally, the as I we as we before already as I already told, in the finally block whatever you given, the error rise or error not rise, try block working, not working, whatever it is, the finally block will be working. Thank you. You have successfully checked the voting eligibility. Hope this session is useful for you, and thank you so much. See you in the next class. Thank you.